Alright folks, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. My name is Drake, I am the Farming Aviator. We are back here on Flint Hills. It is early spring. We made it through the winter time. Not much happened. We sold a bunch of our corn. We sold all of our corn actually. And made a big profit over 600 grand. You see now in the upper right hand corner there we have over 900,000. We're going to be spending that money today, but I want to get the lime going. We're probably going to have a worker get started on the lime. So let's go get that set up. We're going to be in that new field, that cornfield. We need to get lime down. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so I just had to grab some coffee here in the break room and figure out, I was on my laptop, shut that, I figured out the tractor we're going to buy. That's right. So we're going to be getting rid of the Steiger here. It's an old tractor, it runs really well, but I need a new tractor, something a little bit more up to date. So I've been working on a deal with the guys in town there. So we're going to go into town later after we get our worker going here. But let's head over here. It's still cold outside. It's early spring. So I want to make sure we keep these doors shut. So guys, I've been working on some deals and stuff. We're probably going to be selling the planter. I've been working on a demo. The guys over at the John Deere dealership want me to try out some John Deere equipment, a John Deere planter, and one of the brand new tractors. So they're going to be working on that, and because I told them, yeah, I'm looking to buy a planter. Not sure if I'm actually going to buy the John Deere one. I do want to try one out and see if I like it. So we'll see about that. Let's get hooked up to this here. Let's see, make sure all our lines are good. I've got all the hydraulics. That's good. Alright. So let's head over here, get filled up with a lime, and head out to the field. Alright guys, so we are in the field here. Let's get this unfolded. Our helper's not going to be here probably for about another hour. So we're going to get started on this. And get this laid out. We'll see how much we use. It may be a fair amount. So what we're doing here, we need to get the pH levels up. So we got to spread lime. It kind of goes down, lime usually goes down pretty slowly, so once you get that first layer on, you know, it'll take a little bit each year. If I go to the help menu here, or the controls, let's see here. So it is spreading a fair amount based on the soil type. That's what we're looking in the left hand corner. You can see it automatically adjusts the rate. So that's kind of nice. Alright, let's get this turned. Get back going this way. Now making sure we're not missing any. Oh, we're missing a little bit. There we go. So we'll get down to the end here, turn and start going long ways all the way down to the other end. You can see we are using a decent amount of lime. We're already down to 80%. So we'll see how many trips back to the farm we have to make. Alright, so we got our GPS all set up, and we are spreading lime. Like I said, we are using a decent amount. This is a big field. Let's go over to our precision modding. So you can see how much it's putting down. It's getting right up to that 7% for loam. So it'll change once we get over to these here. Because those are our different soil types. But yeah, we're going to use quite a bit. So guys, we got the helper, he's going. He's spreading the lime out. You can see him way down there. If we take a look at our precision farming tab here, you can see we're getting that lime in the loam. That's this soil type. So we have the most of. He's getting putting down about, bringing the pH level to about 7. Over here, it's about, I think that's 6.5 or 6.75. This is the worst soil right here. It's that loamy sand. So likely it's just a small band of it. You can see the pH level stays down quite a bit. And then over here, we have sandy loam. So those levels all, kind of vary depending on the soil type. So we're gonna get back to the farm, get the Steiger loaded up, and head into town. Our tractor that we bought is actually at the John Deere dealership. Now, spoiler, it's not a John Deere. It's more in line of some of the equipment we have already. But you guys will see once we get down there. So we'll see you guys back at the farm. Alright guys, so we got our worker going. He's out in the field. He's about to run out of lime though. So we need to hop in the truck here. I think we're going to use the cat to haul the lime. So let's get this started. And get this trailer unhooked. We're going to hop in the seed tender. And then I think we can unload that and then fill it up with lime. So I'm going to get that done, get back out to the field where he runs out, and we'll get him loaded up. Alright guys, we're out in the field here. We got to load our worker up with lime. See, we're going to have to make a couple trips. So we're going to see if he can't get that all done. And keep going while we get into town and get our new tractor. So let's pull out of the way here. Get that closed. Turn that on. Hire our worker. See if he makes a turn here. Looks like he's going to. Alright, so I am going to get back to the farm, get this truck loaded up again, hop in the other truck, and get into town to pick up our new tractor. Alright, we got that disconnected. Let's hop in the Steiger here. Let's get this loaded up. So I'm thinking I should get a trade-in value around maybe somewhere 125, something like that. This is a pretty old tractor with a decent amount of hours on it. So we'll see if we can't do that. We're having an issue with our seed tender trailer where the front bay isn't loading up, so I don't know what's going on with that. So we're gonna have to make a bunch of trips, it looks like, out to the lime spreader. Alright, that should be on there just fine. It is pretty wide. That's where the hazard's on. Usually I take the extra duals off, but traffic's pretty light today. We should be able to work around that. Alright, I'm gonna get into town and you guys will see our new tractor. Alright guys, we're just driving through Fairbank here. There's a Casey's store. The John Deere dealership is right over here. And they actually had it delivered to here. They had to ship it in, the tractor. So the John Deere, they accepted a drop off here, so they're cool with that. My buddy works here, like I said, so he was like, alright, yeah, that's fine, even though you're not buying John Deere. But they're going to take a trade-in of our Steiger, and there it is. That's the new tractor, guys. I'm excited. Oh, it looks good, don't it? Let's get this straightened out. hop out and take a look at it. That disconnected. Alright guys, so what we got the New Holland T9 700 with the Smart Tracks, high idler. It's the 620 horsepower version. Doesn't it look great? Let's hop up in the cab, take a look at it, fire it up. Oh, it just sounds good too. So not much to controls, everything's through that display right there. I'm excited to run this, guys. Super excited. Like I said, at 620 horse, we got a nice smart hitch on the back even, or quick hitch. So you can lift some big tools with that. Yeah, this thing's gonna be nice on the ground too. Not much compaction with these tracks versus the tires, so I'm definitely excited. Plus it's gonna be a big step up with horsepower. We did buy it brand new, didn't buy it used, so we spent quite a bit of money on it. But I'm excited, it's a new tractor. Alright, so we're just going to leave this right over here for him. We're going to get this loaded up, get back to the farm. We're going to need to get our worker filled up with another load of lime, I'm sure. Alright, let's get this loaded up on the trailer first. Oh, these tracks look so cool. Let's get lined up. There we go. Alright. Awesome, guys. I'm excited. First new tractor on the farm in a long time. So we'll see, we'll probably use this to get that field plowed up. We're going to head back, get our worker, you know, get that lime trailer loaded up again, get our worker filled up with some lime, and then finish liming. So we'll see you guys once we get back to the farm with this, and we'll get it hooked up to that new implement and head out to that same field to get it ripping. Alright folks, welcome back. As you can see, it's been just 2 days here. It's early spring. I was already out in that cornfield with the Deep Ripper yesterday, getting a bunch done. I think we're a little more than halfway done. Guys, I'm loving this T9 so far. I think this was a great purchase. The tracks are awesome. They work really well on that soil. No slippage whatsoever. And then, of course, the horsepower is great for this Deep Ripper. So we're going to get in here and head back into that cornfield. I want to get that done so that we can move on to our next project. We'll see you out there. Alright guys, we are out in the field. We can turn the flashers off. Let's get this thing unfolded. I'm going to try and get lined up on this GPS line here. Let's see if we can't get right on this line so we don't have to make any other passes. Alright, so we got everything set up. We are using the Deep Ripper here, getting this soil nice and churned up. This is mostly for compaction underneath. I figure, you know, especially this year I would do this. This tool seems to work really well in this area. So we may go over this with anhydrous. Maybe. Probably not though. I'm thinking what the plan is to plant soybeans in this field. Just because the nitrogen levels are so low, they don't take any anhydrous, or any nitrogen, and it just adds nitrogen to the field once you do soybeans. So we are gonna for sure do soybeans in this one. Our other two fields are gonna be corn. right now we have canola in our second biggest field. So this is our biggest field now. Second biggest field has canola. We're gonna harvest that, plant corn. We'll get corn in the other field, probably right before that, and then we'll plant soybeans in this field. So that being said, soybeans do add a little bit of nitrogen back into the field. So I may just do, let me get this turned here. Get back on our line, drop this down. There we go, that looks good. So like I was saying, I may make a pass with anhydrous in this field. It'll put down a steady amount. I was thinking about doing that in the smaller cornfield, but we already put down a bunch of slurry. So what we'll do instead is then when we put plant corn, we'll use the liquid fertilizer as we plant corn, because, surprise, we're going to be demoing a John Deere tractor and John Deere DB60 planter this year. So we're going to have a liquid tank on there. I already talked to my John Deere guy. He really wanted me to try to set up with one of the new 2020 tractors because he knew my New Holland tractor is old, the planting tractor. So we're thinking about upgrading that soon here too. So he wanted me to demo a 2020 John Deere, and not sure if it's going to be the 8R, 8RT, or 8RX. I do like tracks, so it may be leaning towards the 8RT or 8RX. And then we're going to be demoing the DB60. So I asked him, and they're going to put a liquid tank on it, make sure there's a liquid fertilizer tank. So we'll have that. So when we plant corn, we're going to have liquid fertilizer in there, and that'll go on with the corn at the rate at which corn needs to fill the soil type and everything. So we won't have to worry about that field. I think this field, if we take a look up here, so these two fields are going to be corn. This field's going to be all soybeans. So we got our pH level up. That looks nice because we did all the lime. We look at the nitrogen level though. Look how low it is. Some places, I can't tell if that's 0 or 20. It must be 20. Most of it's 20. Soybeans don't take any nitrogen. They put some nitrogen back, but for corn, we're going to do corn the year after that, it's going to need to be up at 200. That's what I'm thinking. We may just lay down some anhydrous and then come back. And when we plant, we're not going to put any liquid fertilizer on. We're just going to plant straight soybeans. That'll be easier on a bigger field like this anyways. One less thing to worry about. Because I want to get the top layer of soil looking nice anyways. So I think that's what we're going to do. Obviously the yield was nothing, or 50% apparently. Less than 50%. Just because we didn't have any info on that field, so that's why it's saying that. We'll probably have a higher yield up here in the 125 range with soybeans, especially because of the soil type that's alone. So we're going to get it up there. So that's what our plan is with that. So I'm going to we have a little less than half the field left. I'm going to get this done. I'll probably get a little time lapse for you here. And then we will, maybe even the next day, it'll probably be the next day, we'll have, be putting on anhydrous. I think we'll either buy that or borrow it from the co-op. We might just borrow it from the co-op. I want to kind of test that out. I haven't done any anhydrous before. And honestly, with precision farming, I'm not sure how that applies versus slurry. This feels just too big for slurry. So we're not going to be doing that. So guys, I'm going to do a little time lapse here with the new T9 700 tracked SmartTrax high idler tractor. Enjoy. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. As you see, it's going to take a little while. You know, that these big fields, these plowing units aren't too big, just because they require so much horsepower. So, I was, you know, in the previous video talking about demoing, was it Gregoire Besson, you know, 24 moldboard plow, but just didn't get a chance to do that, so I just wanted to hop in the field, get this done. Like I said, I think we're going to go pick up or have the co-op deliver anhydrous tank and a cultivator, the applicator cultivator, and go over this just to make a nice seed bed, chop up any leftover residue on top. And because you see the plow kind of leaves it pretty rough yet. And then, so we'll be doing that, putting anhydrous down as our nitrogen. And then when we harvest soybeans on this field, it should bump up the nitrogen levels even more so that we don't have to put very much down when we plant corn the next season. Or even if we plant something else over the winter time. If we take a look, I might have switched our fields around. So this is field A. So we have canola, let's see here. Maybe I didn't switch these around yet. No, maybe I did. I think we're going to do soybeans and canola over the winter time, then corn, soybeans, corn. Field B is the one right surrounding our farm. We have canola in there now. We're going to do corn and soybeans, corn. And then our smallest field, we'll do corn again, soybeans, and then corn, soybeans. So keep switching like that. So yeah, I think we will do canola. I'll have to look and see how much nitrogen it needs. I think it still needs like in the 160, 180 range. It's something like that. Oops, wrong menu. So if we look, most of this is still way down at 20. So we have quite a ways to go before we get up to that 160, 180 range. So yeah, I think we'll still put down that anhydrous. So you guys will see that in the next video. Or I guess in this video, but a little bit later. I'm going to get this done. It may be another day or in-game before you see the cultivator with the anhydrous. Alright folks, welcome back. It's been a couple days here. I'm just grabbing some coffee this morning. We did a little paperwork this morning, and then that's why we're kind of getting a late start. Also, the fields were a little bit wet because it rained a bunch yesterday. So it's been a couple days since we got that field plowed up over there. Our canola is looking pretty good. You can see it's growing. I said it should be ready to harvest pretty soon here. So we have a bunch of different jobs to do today before we get to spring planting also. I ran down and to the co-op and got this here, the anhydrous applicator, cultivator, does both. So we got that hooked up. Like I said, I like this, love this cat truck because it has this rear hitch on it. And so I'm able to go get tools and stuff with this. So right now though, let's get this unhooked. We're going to hook up to this spray trailer, and we're going to go get down to the co-op. We're going to go get the spray, John Deere spray, self-propelled sprayer. That's what I was looking for. The self-propelled sprayer that we leased, because we need to spray this canola field, get rid of the weeds before it's ready to harvest. Let's hook up to this. I don't think there's anything in here, no. So we have a couple things of herbicide sitting over here. I saw a couple bins of herbicide, and then plenty of herbicide in the spray unit. He said he filled it up for us. So I'm trying to decide how much. Actually, I don't think we'll need any fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. I was going to go down there and fill up with liquid fertilizer, but I think I'm going to go down there and get herbicide. So we have two bins here. That one is full. These are both full, so I may get just a trailer load of herbicide for later this summer. That way we can spray the fields after we plant them. So I'm gonna head over there. We're gonna leave the truck there while we get this filled up, and then grab the self-propelled sprayer and drive it back, get that field sprayed. Alright guys, we're getting up to the farm here. You see our neighbor to the west here, he planted canola too in his field. So both our fields should be ready to go here pretty quick. Alright, let's get into the field here. Get this unfolded. And let's get to spraying. Alright guys, we got this going. I didn't get super far over, but that's alright. There's a little bit of weeds right there. Alright, get this here. Whoops, a little off the GPS line. This thing goes so fast, it takes a little finessing going around the corners. I need to slow down a little bit. That'll help on the corners. So it shouldn't take long to spray this field. We got not a whole lot of weeds because it's coming out of winter time. They didn't have too much time to grow, but enough that we need to spray. So we'll get this done here. There we go, that worked a little bit better. So we'll get this done here. Like I said, shouldn't take too long. This sprayer goes pretty fast. Doesn't use a whole lot of herbicide. With the precision farming, I don't think it does anything else. No, as you can see in the help menu, it doesn't do any other changes, doesn't put a different amount on or anything like that. So we're good. It's just a steady rate here. So it's still a little cool to get stuff planted. I did talk to the John Deere guy, and we figured out a deal on what equipment I'm going to lease. So I'm going to lease the DB60 planter, or demo it, not lease it, I'm going to demo it. And then I'm going to be demoing a John Deere tractor with that. So I'm going to keep it a surprise for you guys. So you guys can be waiting to see what that is. Hopefully in the next couple days it'll be warm enough to start spring planting. We're looking for 50 degrees in order to plant soybeans and corn. So, and then like I said, we'll probably plant the field over to our east there first with corn, and then get in there and plant soybeans in our big field. And then after that, we'll be back in our in this field. We'll harvest the canola and then follow that up planting I think corn. Yeah, corn in this field. So there is a little bit of overlap. If we take a look at this, here's our canola. It should be ready to harvest early summer. And then we have a couple days there to get finished with corn planting. So it's going to be kind of a tight window, but we should have enough time. Only thing is making sure we got enough fertilizer down. I think we'll hold on to the lease for the anhydrous and put that down instead of using slurry or anything like that. And I think that'll help make sure we get enough fertilizer down. So guys, I'm going to get this finished up, get this field sprayed, and we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so we just got done spraying. The co-op guy, he got the truck brought over here for me, which is super nice. And so he's going to drive the sprayer back. We won't need it now for a couple more weeks here after we get planting done and all that. So let's get this opened up. Hop in the T9. We're all done with the plow there, so I got that put over there, and we're gonna get hooked up to the anhydrous cultivator applicator here, and we're gonna get over to our new field and get going there. So I'll see you guys once we get over there. Alright guys, we're just getting out to our field here. We got everything plowed up nicely. I do want to get a nice, seed bed. Plus we wanted to apply anhydrous. So that's why we're using this tool here. This will really break up anything on top. Our other plow is more for, loosening the soil underneath. So this will create a nice seed bed while we also have our anhydrous tank here on the back. And this will put down that layer of fertilizer. Since we're planting soybeans, we don't need a whole lot. But this field doesn't have really any, so I'm going to put basically put a layer down. And that way we can have some in there. Once we harvest the soybeans, it'll probably add even a little more nitrogen to the field. So in the fall, we can just cultivate it and plant probably canola or wheat. So this shouldn't take super long to get this done. I'm going to get this going and see how this works. Let's drop this down. Get it going here. There we go. Looks like we're cultivating here, putting some anhydrous down. Let's see if that's pretty good speed. We can get going at 9 miles an hour with this. I'm gonna get the GPS going. I'll see you guys in a few minutes here. Alright guys, welcome back. So I am getting this figured out. We did our first pass and I figured out you can change the application rate, which is kind of cool. So it was way down at 20. You see this field, if you look in the bottom or middle left hand, that column there at the bottom of that column, application rate is about 60 kilograms nitrogen per hectare. So it was down at 20 and it wasn't adding very much, but I figured out you can actually change it by hitting that K button. So I think right there, yeah, you see there I'm changing the application rate. I think I'm going to leave it there at about adding about 60 kilograms nitrogen per hectare. I don't want it too high. So you see right now it's putting it about right up at 80. I think right around there at 80 will be good. Oops, there we go. You see the first pass I was only adding about 20, so it only brought it up to about at 40. So right here it's adding 60, so it's bringing it up to around 100. And that has to do with the soil type. So you can see it mirrors that. So I think that'll be good, getting it up. Like I said, right there is about 100. The rest of the field is going to be about 80. I think that'll be a good amount with soybeans. So I think what we'll probably do, instead of doing slurry and stuff, is adding this nitrogen. That might work a little bit better. We'll see. There is one other slurry tool I want to try out that we'll be trading in our other one, but it may take a little bit longer than this and run out a little bit quicker, so we'll see. I like adding the anhydrous. It's a nice big toolbar and goes a little bit quicker. So we may try this in our canola field before we put corn in, and we'll try to figure that out this I guess in the middle of summer here. This is a big hill right here. So, but this tool is working pretty good. I'm liking the application rate and everything. We should be able to get this whole field done without running out. So we'll see. That's the whole thing, the cost of liquid fertilizer. It's a lot more than slurry. So we may try this other tool in the fall, or I guess we may try this other slurry applicator here once we get done with that canola field, just to see what that does, and then plant corn in that. just so we can get like a test amount and see how that works. So. Alright folks, welcome back. So you see we got most of this field done. I figured out that application rate and everything. We didn't put a whole lot on this field, as you can see after the saves. So we did get it in that 80 to 100 range. Like I said, we are going to plant soybeans here, so those will add nitrogen, so I'm excited to see how that works. And then it's going to be planting time. Right now, temperature's still a little cool. Once we cycle, we'll be in the next section. Will be late spring, so we should be able to start planting. We'll probably get soybeans in this field relatively early, so we can harvest them early, and then I think we're going to probably do wheat or canola in this field over the winter time as a cover crop, and then we'll get corn planted and harvest that canola. And then plant, I think, corn in that field. Yeah, corn in that bigger field around the farm. So, a little bit of tractor talk update with me, guys. I have a couple of trips for work under my belt now. Really enjoying this job. This company is a great company, I can definitely tell. It's one of those places where I think I'm going to finish my career here. So definitely excited to be here. I did get time off even for when our baby comes, so that is coming up fast. That'll be here in February. So if you guys see me take a little hiatus again, it's because we got the little one here and stuff. So I'm trying to make a bunch of videos here before that before the baby comes. So it may be some later content, but yeah, so we're definitely excited for that. Not much else going on, you know. Hopefully you all are staying safe out there, protecting yourself, using masks. You know, we see the cases, COVID cases rising again, so you gotta be careful out there. But yeah, I think we're gonna end up buying, you know, this cultivator and anhydrous tank and stuff, and using that in the future here to put anhydrous down, and then we will sell our other cultivator, and then I think we're gonna lease a bigger harvester. Lease one or buy one. I wanna buy a new planter and maybe planting tractor, so I think we're gonna end up leasing a new harvester. So that'll actually happen pretty quick here because I want to have it for that new canola harvest. So guys, you got that to look for in the next video. I'm probably going to get one of these fields planted off camera, and then you guys will see planting of the it'll probably be this field that I just get planted, and then it'll probably be the other corn, the 2 corn fields. You guys will see our demo tractor and everything. So that'll be coming up in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you don't miss anything. And we'll see you guys next time on Flint Hills. Thanks for watching.